Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we got a new month of EQ and whatnot, and I kind of like posting this video, so I'm going to show what I did to take out the Paragauntlet objective, which this month was actually kind of interesting because generally you have to do it with the tactic champs, and this month you just have to do it without using the choice node, so you can bring anybody. But I found that's a little too easy, so I still kind of went with the old thing where I'm using tactic champs. So here, I don't know, out of all of the fights, not that this fight is difficult, but I find this one the most annoying, simply because this guy, he turtles up a lot, and so trying to get an intercept to get the ebb and flow going, I don't know, it's just annoying. So we're going in with my Omega Sentinel, and the one thing that I thought was interesting, and it seems kind of bugged, is that I'm getting bled, but I'm not getting the regen. So anytime Omega Sentinel gets bled or gets poison, she should get a regen buff, and she's not getting it. Doesn't really matter in the end of things. I'll lose a little bit of health more than I was expecting. I don't know what I was doing there, running into the special early. We're gonna get hit a few times. It's not that big of a deal. The one nice thing is there's a couple other fights that I'm going to use Omega Sentinel on, and one of them I'm going to be able to get some healing. And yeah, but I'm kind of just slowly melting. And you really got to play around with his little vampire dash thing. And that's what's maybe the other annoying part of that fight, is that, you know, you try to intercept, and if you intercept when he's doing his glide, you'll get wrecked. So anyways, Omega Sentinel, she takes care of business. She's pretty tanky. And then for this fight, it's got like Pleasure to Burn. Yeah, Pleasure to Burn, make a stand. So you need to knock him down. You do hardly any damage unless you're putting an Incinerate on. And then, you know, with Attuma, if you parry and get a debuff stun, he'll purify that and get concussions. And NegaSonic, she's just an awesome counter. Other than getting hit here, she basically counters Attuma perfectly, because she does incinerates passives. She does passive stuns always, and they're really long. So you could probably, I've been trying to see if I can get like a medium heavy off, but that's a little bit too much. Maybe a medium light heavy, or you can just extend your combo and whatnot. But she can get the knockdowns easily, she can apply the incinerates easily, and she just melts this guy. And then as far as like, if you hit into his block, there you go, you get like a bleed on you, and I'm healing from that. I'm trying to think, she's bleed immune, or maybe it's just bleed resistant against skill champs. So anyways, I'm healing. Should have probably hit into the block a little bit more earlier on. But yeah, he's gonna go down fairly simple. He's not the quickest, and there's probably a better rotation. I haven't played with NegaSonic all that much. She's at rank 2, but yeah, she takes care of him. So just gotta remember, for the Paragauntlet objectives, you need to use the skip choice node. Can't swap in anybody, otherwise you won't get that reward, which is the primordial tier 2 dust. And then this is the one that I was referring to, that Omega Sentinel is going to heal. So I'm going to put on the heal block pre-fight, so I don't have to deal with him healing back on my crits. And other than that, he does have the heavy hitter, which I totally forgot about there, and the obstinate charge, where like comes in, he'll be stun immune, and then you can parry again. Yeah, getting wrecked. I'm like, let's get some health back. So you can see here we're getting bled, and we'll get poisoned when we hit him into the block once or twice here or there, and we'll get that regen, which is nice because it's, you know, 459 a tick. That's pretty good. And I think I actually try to slow it down a little bit towards the end, just so I can try to heal up more. And there, I forgot about the unstoppable heavy again, but I end up stunning him with having the 5+ armors. But Omega Sentinel, she's great for Sinister because she has just that easy access to the heal block, and so she can still crit and do tons of damage. I don't have to worry about him throwing special ones because I won't get degened, and I don't have to worry about him throwing special 2s because I can't get concussed against a mutant. So she's just awesome. So next we're gonna use what's her name, Ghost Rider girl, against Kushala, against this Red Skull. So there's a Ebb and Flow Intercept, which I think I might use once or twice in this fight, but I'm just not too concerned about doing that, just simply because I don't want to accidentally hit into his block and get the burn damage. And really the only thing on this fight that you have to keep in mind is that whatever you end your combo in, you need to make sure you end in the opposite. So if you could end it with a medium, which shows right now the last combo I ended was with a medium, you need to end with a light, otherwise you're going to get auto blocked, and then you'll hit into the block, and then you'll take some damage, and it'll be no fun. So I'm just going with special 2s here and getting that soul barb, which is going to do a ton of damage. I'm not using special ones because he's like nullify, stagger, all that kind of stuff immune. Plus he's nullify immune to begin with, if I remember right, for his armors. And yeah, so we're just gonna hit him with a couple special 2s, and the soul barbs will take him down. And it's pretty easy fight. It's got, like, if you hit into the block, you get a concussion, and if you're concussed, you get some prowess and whatnot. I didn't really play it anything too particular, just get to my special 2, throw it. Don't throw a medium combo ender after you've already thrown one, or a light combo ender after you've thrown a light combo ender. Alright, so that one's down. Now we're going with Shathra. She looks pretty cool. She doesn't seem like she's going to be too difficult of a defender. She's kind of annoying with the root on special, and then she's got that 0 to hero with the indestructible and unblockable. So you have to deal with that. Kushala can block unblockable specials. I think it's when she's got that the parry blue thing up. But for this fight, I'm mainly going to try to time my special ones and just use special ones to nullify the unblockable indestructible. There's nothing in here that's not preventing you from nullifying that. So if you time your specials right, and you have a nullified champ, she can take down this fight fairly easy, and you don't have to worry about being you know, rooted and unblockable like we are right there. We get hit. She didn't do any damage. I mean, I don't know. But we're just gonna keep spamming special ones. I had done this fight in like the Thronebreaker mode a few times, and I was testing out Kushala for it, and I threw a couple special 2s, and it worked fine, but I just found her being unblockable longer. So I was just trying to spam special ones there. It worked well. Came out pretty healthy. And then we got Count Nefaria. You get a steadfast when you get to 10 hits, which you can block unblockables. He's every 6 seconds or whatever, he's going to get a passive unblockable. I have no idea how to like cleanly dex either one of his specials yet. So here we're just going to try to bait heavies. We're not going to parry, because if he parries, he'll purify that and then whack you. So I'm just putting on the cowardice so that his specials will hit less hard if and when I do get hit, like right there. And I don't know, this guy doesn't do much damage to you either. Seems like both of these guys are kind of more attackers. You get hit there, and I auto block from the armor, and I'm able to counter. So if you end up countering his special too, then you can do debuff damage or damage over time, whether it's passive or debuff active. And so we end up knocking that off, and then we get the incinerates up, and we got hit there. We're kind of ticking away, but Omega Sentinel closes it out, and we get the solo. It wasn't pretty. I don't think any of the fights were pretty, but we got through it. No items, pretty straightforward. Hopefully this helps give you a few ideas. The rewards, pretty solid. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough relic shards to get to another 6-star relic, and I didn't have enough 7-star shards to get to another 7-star. So I'm going to open up a few crystals to get to that next 7-star, and then I think I'm going to open up a few 4-star relics to get to a 5-star relic, and hopefully that will help prestige wise if I get the right dupe. But yeah, so we opened up a few of these 6-star crystals, and these are just trying to get 7-star shards, and we get all dupes, 1 max dupe, which is nice, but it's not gonna be enough. I'm about 1,000 away. I'm only gonna get 275 from that max sig crystal, unless you go and open it and you get this kind of result. I'm going through my crystals. I'm like, oh, well, this is the Nexus that you get from the completion. Nothing too crazy. And here I'm like, my Titania's rank 3. I'd probably put Sigs on her, but I'll never use her. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go try to get Gladiator Hulk more Sigs so he's maxed out faster. So we get some more shards there, and we're about 500 away. So I'm like, okay, let's go open up that max sig crystal from the first batch. I have those mystic ones, which I was originally saving for Enchantress when she comes out in the basic, and then there I get 6 stones instead of 7-star shards. That did not help. Looking through my crystals, I'm like, okay. Got these 25% T5 CCs. Form of Mystic, that's nice. And we got like no more crystals here. Luckily we got that crystal cleansing event on, so I'm just gonna go and open some 5-stars to get enough shards to get a 6-star, and then dupe that and get enough for the 7-star. And yeah, so I try to go through all my crystals and see what I had available, and I kind of went through pretty much all my avenues. I could have gone to the BG store and just bought a couple shards, but I try not to buy the 7-star shards with my tokens. There we open up a couple. We get a Bullseye and a Serpent. Quite interesting champs in the discussion right now of MCOC being nerfed or buffed and all that, but they're just 5-stars. So there we go. We open up a handful. We get to a 6-star. We pop that. We get a Rentra. He is not max sig. And then check this out. I am at 14,000. Oh no, it was before that. Before that I was at 14,999. That just pushed me over. So here I'm just looking for a new champ or Sigs on my top champs, or maybe a good awakening. And we end up, I was like, ooh, we're gonna get Kushala. Nope. But I had just pulled Sorcerer Supreme a couple weeks ago. So an awakening, it's not all that critical, but I won't complain. She's a good champ. I'm not sure when I'll rank her up. I have so many mystics ranked right now. But she is a good serpent counter. She can tank a lot of his hits. We're gonna open up this Paragon crystal. Hope that we get a 7-star. We don't. We get a 5-star, which is better than a 4-star. So, you know, I'll take it. And then we're gonna open up a relic. So I'm really close to having 10,000 shards for the 5-star. So we're gonna open up, I think, 2 of these 4-star relics to get some dupes and get the shards we need. We need to open up 1 more. I kind of just been saving the 3 and the 4-star relics for when they release new ones. Hopefully they'll release some more. It'd be nice. But here we go. We got our 5-star relic, and really I'd love to get like a Scarlet Witch because she's almost max sig. She's pretty up there. Or I don't know. I think Storm and Gamora are my highest ones. But we get an Ant-Man, which is good because he was sleeping. Now he's awakened, so we'll get. I think he's on maybe my pick, which is good. So the awakened ability is nice on the 5-star. And I think that's about it. But I do want to show what I'm gonna do with the dust that I got. So I was 50 dust short from 200. And you get 100 from doing the Paragauntlet objective. So we're gonna go and claim that. And this past weekend, or past weekend, I was, I guess it wasn't over the weekend, it was Monday through Wednesday. I was working hard in their arena, putting in some rounds, and we ended up getting top 400 to get Enchantress as a 6-star. So I already took her to rank 5. And I awakened her with a gem, and I put 6 into her, so she's max sig. So we're gonna send her, and she's mainly for defensive purposes. I know she's not that difficult to counter if you know how to play against her, but there's a lot of situations where she's just gonna be annoying because always having to like counter a heavy or intercept and all that kind of stuff when she's got miss. Sometimes it's just not gonna work out, and hopefully she wrecks a few people. And I don't know, I'll have to take her for a spin on attack and see how she is. But yeah, that's my 25th rank 5 ascended champion. And then you can see here, I was 186 with 130 million points. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. And I did no suicides and no sigil, so no express mode, and I was able to make it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.